Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today I'll be posting the first Chanel bag with an NFC chip inside of it. I'm super excited and I cannot wait to check it out myself because, you know, I didn't pay attention to it in store, and then my SA told me, look, don't get worried if you don't find the authenticity card inside. That's because there is a new chip inside the bag, and I've heard about it before. Everybody was talking about it here on YouTube. I watched a few videos, so I'm sort of aware of what's going on with Chanel and the new chips. I thought I should dedicate a whole video talking about this topic, why it is important, what is my opinion on all of this. Is it really gonna help us stop the super fakes? Will it be easier to now buy from resellers? Will it be easier to buy pre-loved having these new chips inside the bag? So I really wanted to share my opinion with you guys, and also I just want to share the new bag with you. It's a bag for my mom. I mentioned that in my vlog and in the unboxing video, but I'm gonna use this bag as an example to share the new chip with you guys. So if you're interested, then keep watching. By the way, if you're new to my channel, my name is Aika. I post a lot of fashion related videos, shopping vlogs, reviews and unboxing. So if you're interested in any of these topics, make sure to hit the red button down below and also turn on the bell to be notified every time I post something new. And you can also follow me on Instagram. It's at @bonjouraika. And with that said, let's dive in. I am super excited. I don't know what to expect. I did see the chip very briefly in store, but nothing else. I have no idea what it says. I have no idea if there is still this tiny little sticker at the bottom of the bag. I know there is no authenticity card, so I'm pretty sure there is not going to be a sticker either, but we've got the bag over here, and here is the box. So shall we? Beautiful, beautiful wrapping. By the way, Chanel recently had a price increase back in May, I guess, here in Switzerland, and I bought this bag after the price increase, unfortunately. So yes, I did overpay. And there is also a rumor about another price increase, a massive price increase in July, 1st of July. I'm not sure if it's happening here in Switzerland. I have no idea. I know what's happening in the US because a lot of people are talking about it in the US, but it's such a shame because it really does bring us further and further away from our dream Chanel bag. For example, I really want a classic flap in medium size, and I'm just afraid that this is never gonna happen because I'll probably just switch to Hermes because the prices will get very similar to Hermes classic bags like Kelly or Birkin, and that is just such a shame to have this crazy price increases year after year. It's just not fair in my opinion. But let's finally unbox the bag. I've been talking for so long in this introduction. I'm very sorry, you guys. I'm feeling a bit chatty because I took a break last week from filming videos, and like I'm full of energy this week, and since I haven't filmed anything last week, I just feel like I haven't spoken to you guys in the longest time ever, and I have a lot to say. But here it is. As always, beautiful camellia, beautiful wrapping paper. Oh, it's so pretty. Okay, can you see a little sneak peek of the bag? Here is the dust bag. Surprisingly, I didn't receive a classic dust bag for this bag because with the other one that I unboxed a few months ago, I think I did, and it's the same bag but in a different color. So here it is. Ta-da! So here is the new bag that my mom got. It's this mini reissue in the new silver color. Really love the leather. It is very durable. It is not caviar, but it's not lamb. I think it's like goat skin or something like that because it's pretty durable. Maybe it's calf skin. It could be calf skin because I have 19 and goat skin and it feels different, so it's probably calf. And it's this sort of grained leather, but again, it's not caviar, and it feels really, really nice. It feels really thick and it feels durable. It's in silver hardware as well, just like the color, and I think it is such a fabulous bag. So cute. And when we open the bag, there is this paper inside, and the chain is pretty long. It's this aged silver hardware, I'd say. It's not too shiny. It looks really nice against a more shiny bag. And this is what it looks like inside. No more authenticity card in the pocket, and it just feels weird. And then there is another pocket. We have more paper. I'll just keep it inside so the bag doesn't get scratched or anything. And the chip is right here on the side. I'll film some close-ups so you guys will be able to see, but wow, this looks very cool. It has a sticker on it. I'm not gonna remove it, I'll just keep it on. It's just a simple metal plaque with a CC logo, and it also has an 8-digit alphanumeric code inside. So now there are letters and numbers on the back code. Wow, this is pretty cool. It looks so different. There is no sticker inside the bag and it just looks so weird. Wow, that is so high-tech and so cool. Also at the back we have a Mona Lisa pocket. I'm not sure how useful it is on a mini bag like this because it's pretty tiny, but I think it's still, like, you know, easy to throw in some receipts that you get at a coffee shop or something like that. I don't know. And you can wear this bag crossbody on your shoulder, and you can also double the chain and use it like this on your shoulder. It's very pretty and super versatile as well for a mini bag. I think this is the only silver bag that they received. Maybe there are more, I'm not sure, but I haven't seen it on a display in store. It was the only one that has arrived that day when I went to pick it up. I love this bag. I think I'm gonna steal it from my mom every once in a while to wear as well because it's so freaking gorgeous. And now I want to quickly talk about this whole chip situation. So Chanel announced it back in April that they're starting to produce their bags with a new chip. So from the new 21A, I guess, collection, all of the bags now come with a chip inside, including this one. You know, Chanel isn't the first one who implemented this system. The first brands that implemented this NFC, not an NFC back then, it was RFID system, radio frequency identification system, was Salvador Ferragamo. They started it back in 2014 and they put these little chips inside the left sole of the women's shoe to be able to identify which one is fake and which one is real. And then later on they also added these chips inside the bags, SLGs, also men's shoes and accessories, which is pretty cool. Also in 2016, Moncler for their spring summer collection also introduced the RFID chips in their clothing and accessories and bags, etc. as well. And this is again to be able to authenticate the item and also for people to be sure that the item is authentic and is real. Then these little chips could be scanned on the smartphone. Well, I guess they still can be scanned on the smartphone, and an SA in a store can easily check and verify whether or not the item is authentic. And I think there is a website to do so, and everyone can access the website and be able to identify whether or not their Moncler item is real. So that's pretty cool, you know. Everyone is trying to fight the counterfeit items, super fakes, because they are becoming better and better at recreating authentic items, especially Chanel bags. And also I've heard that Gucci and Louis Vuitton started implementing these NFC chips in their products as well in 2019 and this year as well. So that's pretty cool to see that brands are evolving and they're trying to do everything possible to fight counterfeit. NFC, by the way, stands for near field communication, and they are very similar to radio frequency identification. And I think the only difference is that it's basically inactive and you can only read the information from it using a special reader, a powered reader. And with NFC you can not only read, but I feel like you can also add information to the chip. I am like not a tech guy, so don't quote me me on that, but it's something like that. Basically, with the new chips inside Chanel bags, whenever you come to a shop and you show it to your SA and you ask them, well, can you please scan the bag for me? I just want to learn more about it. They can easily do that, and you can see the whole life cycle of the bag, starting from the production up until who the owner of the bag is. And I think that is pretty cool, and this is so sick in my opinion. And I know this system is not anything new, because even when you pay Apple Pay, you're using NFC to be able to pay wirelessly on your phone without taking your credit card out. The whole system has been around for a while, but having it inside a Chanel bag is pretty cool. And as I said before, this microchip inside the bag has a CC logo on it. It's silver. I'm not actually sure if the metal plaque of the NFC chip will be in gold color or silver color, depending on the general hardware of the bag. But in this case, the hardware of this bag is silver, and it happened to be that the chip is in silver as well. And you know, with all the price increases, I was like, well, maybe Chanel did a price increase because they're implementing the new chips and they need to like compensate for that, you know. But in fact, it's very cheap to add an NFC chip inside any item. I think it costs around 9 cents, if not less. It obviously depends on the volumes you're using, so that is very cheap. So I don't really think that price increase has anything to do with the implementation of the new chips, but that was one of the theories I had in my head. So basically, the main reasons that they've decided to implement these chips in their bags is, number one, to fight fakes and super fakes, because now it's almost impossible to indicate which one's fake and which one's real, because super fakes look really amazing right now. And you know, faking the metal plaque inside is gonna be very easy for super fakes, but getting inside Chanel database and adding their fake bags onto the system, so to trick Chanel, that's going to be a very difficult part, almost impossible, which is a good thing. Since it will be almost impossible to hack into Chanel's system, maybe super fakes will stop investing so much money into product research and trying to make their fakes better and better and better, because they won't be able to keep up with the new system. And they're basically hoping that the production of super fakes will decrease. I'm not quite sure about that, because there are a lot of people who willingly buy fakes, not just because they don't know, they're not educated on fakes, counterfeit items. That's their actual choice. I knew a few people that actually told me, well, everybody knows that I can afford to buy a real Chanel bag, but why would I spend so much money if I can just buy a fake one that looks exactly the same and spend $200-300 on it, and nobody like would be able to tell if it's real or fake. And to me, it's crazy that people are actually willing to support such factories, because the conditions there for workers are horrible. They're underpaid. In a lot of cases, they use child labor, which is illegal. It's just such a dirty business that nobody should support, and it's just really sad that some people are willingly supporting the business not to pay for the real thing. Well, then just don't wear branded stuff. Makes more sense in my opinion. And honestly, I think new chips won't really have a lot of impact on pre-loved market. And Chanel says that only SAs will be able to do that, like managers. People who work at Chanel will be able to scan the product and see its life cycle. So I'm not really sure if they're gonna share software they're using with resellers. I think no way they're gonna do that. And I think people that resell Chanel goods, they will have to adapt, and they will have to work with what they have and trust the person they're buying from, or maybe they'll have to go to the store themselves to be able to authenticate the bag and see whether or not they should accept it from a person selling it to be able to resell it in the future. But it's going to be a little bit more complicated, because before you could still tell whether or not the sticker is real, the authenticity card is real, so now it will be a little bit trickier for them to do. And people that buy from resellers, well, they trusted them in the past, and I think they have no other choice but to keep trusting them. And again, talking about SUPERFAKES, I think people will keep buying them for sure, and nobody would tell unless they go to a Chanel store where an SA could scan the bag and see, for example, well, imagine if you bought a bag from a reseller and then something happens to it in a couple of years and you want to bring it to service, to repair, and then an SA tells you that it's fake. This is basically the only way that a person can find out if the bag is real or fake. From now on, I think before buying from someone a Chanel bag, it's safer to go to the store with the person and verify the bag, just to be 1000% sure, because they're getting extremely expensive. And lastly, I wanted to say that I did research on my own about this whole topic. Basically, I've read that a lot of giant merchants like Walmart in the US and the UK's Marks and Spencer, they've been using this RFIDs for the longest time ever. They actually asked their suppliers to put the tags with an RFID chip for logistics purposes, basically, so they can track the item, the production of item, the availability for management. Once they implemented this new radio frequency identification system, it doubled their sales because nobody could steal anymore. Now you had an access to all the information regarding a specific product, its quantity, production, logistics, like everything. And I think in the future more and more brands will start incorporating this NFC chips inside their products, not just bags but also shoes like Salvatore Ferragamo, clothes like Moncler, and other SLGs and accessories. And I think long term it is only for the best. But this is the whole video. I know I didn't talk much about this bag because I'm pretty sure you've seen plenty of unboxings of mini reissues bags and you probably know what fits inside and how it looks on. But this is it for my today's video. This is everything I wanted to talk about regarding NFC chips and RFID chips. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching and I will see you in the next one. Bye.